Good morning, students. In this session, we are going to discuss the concurrent lines in a triangle. It only first intermediate, a 1 second 7 marks question will be appear from this part. So you have to listen carefully and practice the concurrent lines. In a triangle. There are four types of concurrent lines. Four families of concurrent lines are there. One is the concurrent lines of medians, and the concurrent lines are uh, that means altitudes. Then the concurrent lines. Third one is the family of the perpendicular bisectors of sides of triangle, and the fourth one is internal bisector of angles of a triangle. These are the four concurrent lines. Then we name that concurrent points like as G. That means centroid, in center, orthocenter, and circumcenter. The concurrent points are called in center, orthocenter, and circumcenter, and then centroid. Okay, we will discuss one by one each. Next, first one is the concurrent lines in a triangle. Medians are concurrent. The point of concurrency is called the centroid. It is denoted by G. Centroid G. If we draw, I will explain. If this is a triangle A, B, C, the vertices are A, B, and C. What do you mean by median? Median is the line segments joining of any vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side is called median. Here, medians. Here, the midpoint A is the vertex. The opposite side is BC. The midpoint. Let the midpoint of BC is C. If we join these two, AD is a median through A. Similarly, AC is the midpoint, put that is E. Next, join BE. BE is the median through B. Similarly, F is the midpoint of AB. If we join C and F, then FC is the third median. These three medians passing through a point, that means the medians are in a triangle or concurrent. That point, concurrent point, is known as the centroid G. This is the concurrent point of medians. Okay. It can be, if A x1 y1, A, the coordinates of A, E are x1 y1, b x2 y2, c x3 y3. Then g is equal to centroid g is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. These are the coordinates of centroid. By using this formula, we can find the centroid. Okay. Next one is this first one. The second one is incenter, orthocenter. First we have to discuss orthocenter. Orthocenter means, what is the definition of orthocenter? In a triangle, altitudes of triangle are congruent. Altitude is nothing but height. Perpendicular lines drawn to opposite sides from a vertex is called altitude. Three altitudes are passing through a point, So the three altitudes are concurrent. The concurrent point is known as orthocenter. It is generally denoted by O or H. If we draw, I will write altitudes of a triangle are concurrent. What is altitude? Here we will explain here again. Let A, B, C is the triangle. If we draw a perpendicular to any vertex to its opposite side, let's AD, BE, CF are the altitudes drawn three verses to its opposite side. Here AD perpendicular BC, BE perpendicular AC, and CF perpendicular AB. Then the concurrent point of AD and BE and CF is known as orthocenter O or H. O or H. H or O. What can you write? This is about orthocenter. This is very important part in 1B. We can get 7 marks in this or circumcenter. Again, after explaining the 4 concurrent lines, I will explain how to find the orthocenter and how to find the incenter and how to find the circumcenter. This is about, here I will explain briefly. If we know A, B, C, 3 verses, A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3. Then let A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3. Let, how can we find D? Is there any possibility to find the coordinates of D? It is not possible. So we have to discuss about the slope of BC. We can find the difference of y coordinate by difference of x coordinates. We can find the slope of BC. AD perpendicular to BC, then a slope, if the slope is m, m1, then the slope of AD may be minus 1 by m1, because since these two lines are perpendicular. Similarly, we can find first the slope of AC and then find the slope of BE. And if we know the slope AD and it passes through A, we know the coordinates, then we can find the equation of AD in this case. Similarly, we can find the equation of BE. The intersecting point is nothing but the orthocenter. If we find the equation of CF and this intersecting point of AD and BE satisfies the CF, equation CF. So the points are concurrent, the lines are concurrent. We can find the orthocenter like this. Okay. Next one is third one, circumcenter. Circumcenter. In a triangle, the perpendicular bisectors of each side are concurrent. The perpendicular bisectors of sides of in a triangle are concurrent. The concurrent point is called circumcenter. It is denoted by S. It is denoted by S. If we discuss the 3A diagram, it is easy to understand. Let A, B, C, A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3 is a triangle. The coordinates of A, B, C are x1 y1 and x2 y2 and x3 y3 respectively. Then if we draw the perpendicular bisector of BC, that means it may be, it passes through the midpoint of BC. Midpoint of BC. Let the point may be P. Similarly, if we draw the perpendicular bisector of BCAC, let this Q, and if we draw perpendicular bisector of third side, or the concurrent point is called as S. Here PS is the perpendicular bisector of BC and QS is the perpendicular bisector of AC and RS is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay. Then the point is known as the circumcenter. Here E is the midpoint of BC, Q is the midpoint of AC and R is the midpoint of AB. By using that logic, we can find the equation of PS and equation of QS and equation of RS, and then by solving those three equations we can find the coordinates of S, that is circumcenter. Or another way also we can find. First we have discussed one method. First, if you know the coordinates of B and C, we can find the midpoint by using midpoint formula, that is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. We can find P coordinates are x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y2 plus y3 by 3 are the coordinates of P. Similarly, coordinates of Q may be x1 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y3 by 3, and PS perpendicular to BC, QS perpendicular to AC. Here we know the coordinates of P, and we can find the slope of BC easily, the difference of y coordinate by difference of x coordinate. If we find the slope of BC as some k, then slope of PS may be minus 1 by k, since these two are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, here also we can find the slope of QS by using slope intercept form, and it passes through point P. We can find the equation of PS, and here we can find the point of the equation of QS. The intersecting point is nothing but S. Okay, by using that logic we can find the point, or that means circumcenter S. Or another way also we can find, that is the circumcenter S should be equidistant from three vertices. SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. By using this condition, we can find the coordinates of S. Because since we know A and B and C coordinates, by let A is equal to S is equal to A, x comma y, and then we can find SA and also SB and also SC. First we can take SA and SB. That implies SA square is equal to SB square. By solving that, there is a linear equation will come, let it be, and by using these two, another equation will come. By solving those two equations, we can find the value of x and y, that is the coordinates of, those are the coordinates of circumcenter S. Okay, in that way also we can find the circumcenter, either orthocenter or circumcenter. These two are the very most important problems which will occur in our public exam in 7 marks pattern. Okay. Next one is in center. Next one is in center. Fourth. In center. In center it can be denoted by I. What do you mean by in center? In a triangle, internal bisectors of angles of a triangle are common. Internal bisectors of angles in a triangle are congruent. The congruent point is called in center I. This can be denoted by I. I will explain by using the figure. Let ABC be the triangle, and this is angle A, this is angle B, this is angle C. The angle bisectors are three angles, maybe congruent or congruent, that is the, if we draw the angle bisector of angle A, that means it divides angle A into two equal parts. Similarly, angle B divides angle B into equal parts. Similarly, angle C, this can be divide angle C into two equal parts. The angle bisectors, three angle bisectors passing through a point, the point is known as I. If we draw a perpendiculars to sides, it is equidistant from sides. Let this is M, D, E, E, F. ID, you let the point is I, then ID is equal to IE is equal to IF. Here condition is SA is equal to SB is equal to SC. Here condition is ID is equal to IA is equal to IF. It is equidistant from sides. Here it is equidistant from that means sides, vertices. If we draw a circle with that I, SA is equal to SB is equal to SC is equal to R, by taking R, it passes through three sides, three vertices in this way. So this is we call circumcenter. Here this is called incenter. This is incenter. This is circumcenter. Okay. These are the main things about the concurrent lines in a triangle. Okay. Now we will go to how to find centroid, incenter, or the center, and also circumcenter. Incenter and that means centroid may be in 2 marks, or the center and circumcenter may be in 7 marks pattern. Okay. Now, giving some examples, we can explain, can know how to find the centroid and incenter and also the center and the circumcenter. Now take one example. If find the centroid of the triangle ABC, where A is equal to -2, -1, B is equal to 6, -1, and C is equal to 2, -1. Three vertices are given. By using that we have to find centroid G. We know the formula for finding centroid. If x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 are the vertices, then centroid may be found by using the formula x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Here, question is this solution. Given vertices of triangle are A -2, -1, B 6, -1, and C 2, 5. Let these are x1, y1, x2, y2, and x3, y. Therefore, centroid G is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. By using this formula, we can find the coordinates of G. Here x1 is -2 plus x2 is 6 plus x3 is 2 by 3, y1 means -1 plus y2 means -1 plus y3 means 5 by 3. By simplification, we can find the coordinates of x and y. Here 2, 6 plus 2 minus 2 get cancelled, 6 by 3, comma, here minus 1 minus 2 plus 5, 3 by 3, that is equal to 6 by 3 minus 2, comma, 1. This is the coordinates of, these are the coordinates of centroid. In this way, we can discuss one problem regarding incenter. Okay. Here we can discuss one thing. Find the question is find the incenter. So not centroid. Incenter of the triangle ABC wherein A is equal to 1 comma root 3, A is equal to B is equal to 2 comma 0 and C is equal to 0 comma 0. Here, how to find incenter? That first we have to discuss. If there is a triangle with vertices A, B and C, the opposite side of A is known as small a. Let B against B, opposite B is small b. Then opposite side is small c. Then that means here small a is equal to BC in triangle ABC. Small a is equal to the side BC. Small b is equal to CA and small c is equal to AB. Then the area of the incenter I may be find by using the formula ax1 plus by1 plus ax1 plus cx2 bx2 plus cx3 by a plus b plus c, comma ay1 plus by2 plus cy3 by a plus b plus c. By using this formula, we can find center. For that, first we have to find small a, small b, small c. Here, solution may be like this. Given vertices of triangle are A is equal to 1 comma root 3, B is equal to 2 comma 0, C is equal to 0 comma 0. It is nothing but origin. These are the coordinates of ABC. That means, therefore, small a is equal to BC is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. By using that formula, we can find the distance between B and C. That means y2 minus y1. BC means we take these two, 0 minus 0 whole square plus 0 minus 2 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. By using that, we can find 0 square is 0, 2 square is 4. That means 0 plus 4 is equal to 0, 4. That is equal to 2. Similarly, small b is equal to CA or AC. By taking these two, that means root of 0 minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus root 3 whole square, that is equal to 0 minus 1 whole square is 1, 0 minus 1 minus 1 whole square is 1, plus 0 minus root 3 is minus root 3 whole square is 3, that is 1 plus 3 is 4, root 4 is 2. Okay. Similarly, small c is equal to AB. By taking first two coordinates, that is 2 minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus root 3 whole square. 2 minus 1 means 1, whole square means 1, plus 0 minus root 3 whole square is minus root 3 whole square is 3, that is root 4 is equal to 2. Sides are, all sides are equal, so it is equilateral triangle. Then we can find the incenter, therefore incenter is equal to formula I x comma y is equal to ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 by a plus b plus c, ay1 plus by2 plus cy3 by a plus b plus c. Here, by inputting the values of a, b, c and x1, y1, y1, x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, take this as x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. A x1, that means a means 2 into x1 means 1 plus b x2, what is b? B also 2 into x2, 2 plus c x3 is 2 into x3 is 0 by a plus b plus c, 2 plus 2 plus 2, comma a y1, a into 2, y1 means 2, 3 plus b 2 y2 means 0 plus c 2 into y3 is also 0 by a plus b plus c, 2 plus 2 plus 2. By simplification, 2 1s are 2 plus 2 to the 4 plus 0 by 2 plus 2 plus 2 6, comma 2 root 3 plus 0 plus 0 by 6, 2 plus 4 6 by 6, comma 2 root 3 by 6. This is nothing but 1 comma 3 by root 3, that means 1 by root 3. This is the center of the given triangle. Okay. Now we will further go to orthocenter and circumcenter in second video. Okay.